Hey y'all, you got Gord here, your hurtin' hippie with another coffee break session. Yeah, sorry, live long and prosper. Yes, this is just a snuggly that my daughter got me years ago. I use it, especially on mornings like this. You've seen the title, an IBS morning. I I have not been able to do the day in the life of DILO, day in life of a fibromyalgia because of my IBS mornings. It's just too hard while that kind of thing is going on, to record videos about it. Um, here, no, I like wearing this. It's just a blanket. I'm really cold. It's minus 22 outside. It's snowing. We've got a snowfall warning in effect. Everyone stay home. Huge snowfall. So, of course, I'm paying attention to it, but it's probably what set off a really bad night for me. So, a little bit of a disclaimer: if you don't like talking about irritable bowel syndrome, if you don't like talking about bathroom functions, pause, stop, move on, you know? And for you thumbs down people, I hope y'all press thumbs down. I know you don't care what I'm saying, you're just thumbs downing. You just don't like me. That's okay. So, now that the disclaimer's out of the way, I thought it was important to share because maybe I'm missing something, or maybe I had Hervé Cote, shout out to you. I'm glad I helped you about the tingling. Sometimes all of us sharing our difficulties. IBS is something that it accompanies Lyme disease. It accompanies fibromyalgia. It can be sole and all by itself one of the most debilitating things without any of the other stuff. So I think it's important to talk about, even though it's kind of a gross subject. It's a really gross subject. And I'm going to explain it. Yesterday, still had that tingling. What did that mean to me? Well, I went to bed at 10, but I never got to bed till about midnight, maybe closer to 1, because my hands, my chest, my legs were just tingling like crazy, and it was driving me nuts. But wow, I fell asleep. When I did fall asleep, I was really tired. I had a big day yesterday too with both my sons. Uh, so, and I did eat fairly good last night too. But about 4:15, IBS woke me up. And those of you who have it know what I mean. But for those of you who don't, I'm going to explain it this time. I'm going to be a little more descriptive. I wake up with an overwhelming need to poop, and I know just by the light of day that it's probably about 4. I check my clock, and sure as heck it's 4:15. And I'm thinking, I gotta get past this. And I do find that I can get a little bit over some of these feelings of needing to have a movement by lying on my back, by lying absolutely still on my back on my bed and covering up. I can sometimes get 15, 20 minutes, but I know that I'm just battling something that's going to happen anyway. So I get out of bed and I go, and as usual, I'm not going to be too descriptive, but from 4:30 till easily 8:39, I'd sit there for a good long time, 5 or 10 minutes, in horrible pain with my stomach rumbling with gas and everything, but nothing coming out, and you push and you try and you get a little marble of compressed feces. Sorry, I hate talking about this, but I think it's important. But you feel a little bit of relief, so You can't stay on the toilet. You want to sleep. It's a battle between, do I leave the toilet too early and just end up running back? Or do I stay there a long time and lose sleep? So head back to the bed, close my eyes, and the rumbling starts right away. Sometimes the moment you hit the bed, you go, oh, now it's coming. But no, it doesn't. It doesn't. Every time is different. It's not always compressed and then later, you know. But this morning, probably, 10 minutes on, back to bed. 15 minutes sleep, wake up, oh, gotta go again. But it was from 4:30, 4:15, 4:30, right through till about 9, where the pain was horrible, the sleep was minimal, and the trips were often and very disappointing. You feel this build up and you think it's finally going to go. So you give up on trying to sleep. So about 9, I get up and I walk around the house, and boom, that gave me what I needed, and some of it's out. Now, some people might say, well, then you should have walked around at 4:30 or 5. No, well, maybe, but I don't know if that's going to help, because here it is, almost noon. If I had the microphone down near my tummy, you'd still hear all the rumbling. Yes, most of the movement has taken place and is maybe over for the day. Some days it lasts a lot longer. But because of those first couple hours, I forgot to mention, very often because of the indigestion in the tummy from IBS, I gag, and this morning threw up twice. Some mornings I don't throw up, I just gag. Sometimes I cough a lot. There's different situations that go along with it. I'm not sharing this for sympathy. Those thumbs downers that seem, you just like to play the victim. No, I'm trying to get through all this. I'm trying to help you guys through all this, while you guys help me through all this, because you guys make some really good points sometimes that have helped me and will help me in the future. I am also, I take the bull by the horns. I always try to find a resolution to these issues. I am going on, I think it's February 13, but it's soon, a week away, going to a nutritionalist to try and find, how can I eat in the mornings when I'm so sick and so nauseated and so don't want to? Because I know not eating in the mornings, noon, and dinner is not doing me well at night. But saying eat better is not always the case. There is my IBS morning. I apologize, not in advance, but afterwards, for how graphic it was. I kept it rather PG, but it's still gross. But its functions, its problems, us chronic pain sufferers, that's what we live with. And I really hope that some of you that don't understand or don't want to understand could try to start understanding. Nobody chooses this life. Nobody wants this life. And if I could find a cure tomorrow, I would take it, and I'd be back at work enjoying a career that I loved. Peace and cheers, my friends. Love and harmony. Weedy weekend coming up today. Bye.